NBA Meechie is a rat. You heard what I said? That ain't the paperwork saying exactly what he said, but that's the paperwork saying that you's a victim. You said something and they need you to back up on my court date because they don't have nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? They only got probation for 5 years, 10 years in jail if you get caught with a gun. You just got out. You swapped me out, huh? Yeah, you made a deal with the people and swapped me out for your probation.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today, I want to cover the situation with Lit Yoshi and NBA YoungBoy, NBA Meechie, and Fredo Bang. Now, it's getting a little messy because as days go by, new reports is coming out, updates are coming out, and like I stated in my last video, man, somebody is snitching, somebody's telling. Now, we don't know if it's NBA YoungBoy, we don't know if it's NBA Meechie, but somebody definitely is telling because like it just doesn't make sense. Like I explained in my other video, man, the cops, they cool at what they do, and you know, I commend them, but at the end of the day, it's literally easy to get away with a murder. Unless they have harsh evidence like DNA or surveillance or eyewitness, 9 times out of 10, someone can get away with murder, literally. That's the harsh reality of it all. Now, when it comes to this situation here, right, when it first came out, I automatically said somebody snitching because the way they picked up specific people, Fredo Bang and Lit Yoshi, all in the same week, which was the past week that just passed, it doesn't make sense. It just don't. And I like saying it don't make sense because a lot of y'all like to say, oh, conspiracy theories or whatever. So what I do is I tell you it don't make sense, and then I point out the things that don't add up, and I let y'all come to your own conclusions. Now, I'm gonna pretty much tell y'all my feelings on this. I'm gonna read the article in which they're being charged or whatever the case may be, and like I said, y'all draw your own conclusions and y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment box below. Now, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content, and join one of the realest groups on YouTube. Right now, it came out today that Lit Yoshi has accused NBA Meechie of telling. So had Fredo Bang. Now, they went on to say, you know, they make posts in their IG stories saying, oh, they adding NBA Meechie, telling him not to come to court on them, and so forth and so forth. Now, how Lit Yoshi is explaining in one of his lives that actually came back to haunt him because the same live they're using against him in court. And this is why I tell you guys, stay off of social media. Social media and the streets do not mix. Every time you guys are sitting there and y'all are just incriminating yourselves, whether you're showing guns, you talking about a robbery, you talk about a murder, you even alluding, is a thing called conspiracy. And a conspiracy charge is one of the worst charges to have because they could pick you up just from a mere conspiracy that you was conspired, not that you did a crime, you was conspiring to do a crime. And then they could pick you up until they connect the dots, and you can stay in jail literally until they connect all their dots. Now, if they come to a blank, then you was just in jail, which is crazy. All right. So now, when it comes to the situation here, Lit Yoshi and Fredo Bang is accusing NBA Meechie of telling. And the thing is, they're saying that he didn't tell per se, like he didn't give names. He didn't give names, but he said that something happened to him. He was a victim of something, and he gave them a story, and his statement was what they needed as evidence to lock up Fredo Bang and Lit Yoshi. Now, I understand what he's saying because it's one of those things where he may not have told their names, but what he did was, it's kind of like, you know, when you be like, you know, I ain't gonna say no names or nothing. You know, you point your elbow at somebody. Yeah, it's one of those. Like, I ain't saying a name, but I pretty much gave you an accurate description to where if you put 2 and 2 together, you'll come up with 4. It's one of those. All right. And I find it kind of interesting because, like I said, man, the feds, they just don't come for nothing. The only time the feds come is when they usually have a strong case against you, when they have evidence, and they come, they handing out jail time. They're not coming to sit there and talk. That's what the state do. Now, get this. Just by, I guess, a mere coincidence, when it came out that Lit Yoshi and Fredo Bang was detained and locked up last week, a day after, literally a day after Fredo Bang was taken into custody, guess what happens? A new update comes out on NBA YoungBoy's case. Like, you can't make this up. Now, like I said, I'm not going to say anybody's telling. I'm not going to say anybody's snitching. I'm going to just point out the flaws that I see in the story that doesn't make sense to me, and I'm going to let y'all come to your own conclusions, because y'all love to call people conspiracy theorists. But the proof is in the pudding. It's no way you gonna tell me right now that once they grab two guys out of nowhere, suddenly, you know, somebody's being released. Now, it says here, NBA YoungBoy is willing to go to great extremes to get out of jail before his trial. Now, mind you, I forgot to tell y'all, this is his attorney speaking. They're giving an update on NBA YoungBoy's behalf, and like I said, this was a day after Fredo Bang was taken into custody. It says here, NBA YoungBoy is willing to go to great extremes to get out of jail before his trial. Yesterday, July 20th, which was a couple days ago, his lawyers told the judge he would be released into the custody of a licensed private security individual to provide 24-hour monitoring. Now, that's crazy to me because I don't know where he's at or where he's being. I don't know what. Like I said, I always tell y'all, celebrities get this special treatment because these stipulations are not possible. It's no way these stipulations are possible to where you're released. I don't care who you release to. If you committed a crime, you committed a crime, and you're supposed to be in jail or wait or bail out or whatever it is. These stipulations. Listen to this. It told the judge he would be released into the custody of a licensed private security individual. Provide 24-hour monitoring. Nah, like I said, I don't know. Maybe in a different state they have stipulations like that, but I never heard of it. But anyway, it says this: the rapper will also submit status reports regularly to pretrial services in addition to submitting to electronic monitoring. He will also remain under house arrest at a location approved by the court, in addition to providing proof of gainful employment as a recording artist with Atlantic Records. So all of this came out, all these updates on his case, coincidentally came out right after Fredo Bang and Lit Yoshi was picked up by the feds. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that somebody's snitching. I'm not going to say none of that. But if you're really from the streets, you know what's going on. If you ever been in that type of mix, you know what's going on. Now, an important lesson that we could actually learn, especially from Lit Yoshi, what happened was, like I explained earlier, that video that they're using against him in court was an Instagram live that he did in the past. And it's coming back to haunt him because they're using it against him in court because he's in there saying that Meechie told on him. Now, y'all gotta remember, I know it sounds like it's not harmful, I know it sounds innocent, but you gotta remember, when you say that somebody told on you, you're admitting that something happened. You're admitting to the crime. You're admitting that you did something and somebody is telling on you for it. So when you call somebody a snitch, be very careful. Y'all gotta remember, especially when you take it to trial, pretty much your attorneys have to make you seem innocent in front of regular human beings that think just like me, that think just like a regular person. So when they hear that you saying somebody's a snitch, 9 times out of 10, they're telling that you did the crime. This is why a lot of you guys, y'all gotta think, man, this social media is so dangerous, especially for the streets. If you really in the streets and you active, stay off of social media. Please, no flashing guns, no none of that. Now look at here, this article here about Lit Yoshi, right? After he was detained. It says here, according to an arrest warrant prepared by Slidell police, officers responded to reports of a shooting on April 29th, 2020, and later discovered the intended target was likely a man signed to the NBA YoungBoy record label who allegedly had a quote-unquote hit out on him from a rival Baton Rouge rap group. The man and another person who was injured in the shooting had just entered a car outside of Slidell apartment complex when they were met with a hail of bullets. Alright, now it says here, the intended target, who escaped without injuries, was scheduled to testify against Edwards in court about a previous shooting. Detectives later unearthed a YouTube video posted on March 2020 in which Edwards called him a snitch. Alright, so pretty much like I just said, so somebody from the NBA camp is definitely telling. It just said that. It's about who's selling, for one, and two, that video they definitely using against him in court. Edwards is lit Yoshi. They're using it against him in court, and it could definitely damage him. So like I said, man, y'all make sure when y'all post stuff online that y'all are extremely aware of what you posting, what you saying, what's in the picture, especially if you on probation, parole, or anything. You gotta move easy. I don't get it. Like I said, man, it's like these guys be asking to go to jail. NBA YoungBoy, he's another one. I don't know how he slides and slips and how he always get through the cracks, but he does, man. Look, they're talking about releasing him already. This man has been seen with military style guns all over live after they done raided his house, after he already been arrested, all that. But he keeps skating away. How he does it, I will never know. I mean, you know, anyway. Like I said, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Do y'all feel anybody from the NBA camp is actually telling? Or maybe cops are just doing good cop work? You know? Let me know how y'all feel, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.